Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Doris and I am here with another Margarete Miller collage challenge. We are on week 6. I had a lot of fun putting this collage together. Now, just like another crafter, Julie, whose video I watched, she is from Art and Junk Journals with Julie here on YouTube. She had mentioned how sometimes it can take a couple days to find the pieces for each prompt. And I agree with her. It can be a challenge sometimes, but when you can get all of those pieces to come together and you can create something that I feel today, this is just really fun, then it's well worth it. So I hope any of you out there, if you've been thinking about trying one of these collage challenges, that you go ahead, give it a try, because it is fun. And yes, it's a challenge for a reason, but it's also a lot of fun to see what the end product is. All right, so the first thing I did was some watercolor paint for the background as well on my collage, or I'm sorry, over here on my future journaling side. Then I also added this piece of star paper here. This came from like one of those cute little Hallmark sentiment books. Then let's look at our first prompt, something made from plastic. For that, I used these plastic stars. There's a few over here too. And those came from my oldest son. Used to have a whole bunch of these plastic stars on his ceiling, so at night you could see them all glowing in the dark, and it was really cool. And I actually found a bag of these in the basement. I was so excited when I found them. So at the end of the video, if you stay till the end, you will see where I added a photo of where I took a picture of this in the dark, so you can actually see that they are glowing a little bit. Okay, so that takes care of something plastic, then an advertisement. So everyone knows my love of all things sewing, and I have a few of these sewing needle folders in my stash, so I figured this would be perfect. And then something from space. So again, that same needle folder is perfect because it has that spaceship on there. Then the other piece from space, I've added this Earth piece here, and that comes from a Reader's Digest nature book that I have. Then we had textured paper, so adding on to the space theme, I have these two pieces here. And what I did was I used an embossing folder on here to give it the texture. And this is the same folder I used a couple weeks prior. If you remember, I had that shark and I had made what looked like seaweed. Well, I took the same embossing folder on this paper and just turned it the other direction to kind of give it the texture on my planets. In fact, this one here is actually from a piece of inner office envelope, that kind of golden color. And so I just inked it up. And then I played around, obviously, with some different watercolor paints to just give it the effect that I wanted. And I really like how those turned out. That's the textured paper. Then a name in your family. So I have the name Spark, and that needs a little bit of explanation. So when my dad was a little boy, his grandma used to say he acted like a spark plug because he was just so ambitious, just always running around. And that name actually stuck with him. His siblings call him Spark. My cousins actually call him Uncle Spark. And I just thought that would be fun to add in there. Now you know the background of why I picked that out. Finally, bonus is instructions. So with all my sewing supplies that I have, it was easy for me to come up with one of these sewing instruction pages. And I just had a little fun using a die cut here to create a piece. And then down here, I just kind of ripped it and used some more of my watercolor paint on there. Let me hold that up so you can see a little bit more of what I did. Kind of look around at the rest of it. All right, so that is my collage for week 6. Be sure and check out the hashtag 2023 CWP6, where you can see how other crafters are using these exact same props and creating something completely different. And if you enjoy what you're seeing on my channel, I hope you will like and subscribe and come back and see me next time. All of you have a wonderful day, and bye for now.